Today we'll talk about grammar and its teaching and how important this may be in ELT classrooms. I'll just try to focus what is meant when we say grammar and how it works in an ELT classroom, and how could we make maximum benefit of the teaching of grammar in our own ELT classrooms. Grammar may be seen as a set of rules which govern a language or its teaching. It may also be seen as putting a language into pieces and then looking into it, that how it works. However, the word rules, when we use it for defining grammar, sometimes implies that somebody might have created the rules and then people used it to learn a language or to use a language. In fact, this is otherwise. Language is a process which is with human beings from a long time, from time even not known. And rules just are a reflection of a language or its use at a particular time in history. The rules are compiled and they are followed with the future learners and teachers. Grammar may also be seen as a set of mental rules which help people understand, learn, and use their own language, and conveying various pieces of information in their own language to the people speaking their own language or other languages. In order to have some kind of competence in their own language, people need to have some kind of understanding of the rules of grammar, especially those rules who are related to some functional aspects of language use. Rules are not a kind of obstacle as they sometimes are conceived by some critics. They could facilitate learning, and they could sometimes even facilitate the use of language. And they may add meanings which may be inferred even without context. Grammar may be learned or taught indirectly by some other tasks which are performed in the classroom. It's not necessary that you all the time you teach grammar and then make people use the language. It may be learned indirectly when people are performing other tasks in the classroom. The rules of grammar may be inferred from those tasks by the students and the teachers themselves. Teaching of grammar may be important in many ways in an ELT classroom. For example, grammar may work as a sentence machine. That means that by learning grammar rules, people can become proficient enough to generate more sentences in the same language. It enhances students' creativity in language learning and language use. So therefore, by following the rules they learn in a language classroom, they might become able to produce more sentences of the same nature in the same language. It also works as a fine-tuning element in language learning process, because by learning rules, people can overcome a lot of ambiguities which they might have to confront if they don't know the rules. So by knowing rules, they can avoid many obscurities during the process of language learning. It may also work as an advanced organizer of the learning, because the rules students learn in an ELT classroom may work for them in future, and they can apply these rules in their later language acquisition. There is a discrete item argument which is also very helpful in understanding the importance of grammar in ELT classrooms. It implies that by learning grammar, the complexity and enormity of the work in a language classroom may be controlled, because grammar helps people organize language and its various aspects in neat and manageable categories, which help people to explain language and students to understand those various categories and then learn language. There is also a rule of law argument. It teaches students to follow certain rules in order to learn a proper language. And therefore, grammar offers a structured way of learning a language, and it reinforces the importance that language could be learned in a methodical way.